Hi, my name is Mark Polton. I'm a buy and hold real estate investor in the greater Charlotte, North Carolina area. Now today, family's doing some Christmas shopping. Figured I would go pick up a service panel and some more parts for this new house that we bought. So when the electrician comes by, he doesn't have to go get stuff. I should have most everything he needs there. And I got this off of Meet Kevin. I thought it was a pretty brilliant idea when when the electrician comes or the plumber comes or whatever, have the parts that they need there so that they can get your discounted parts. We do get some discounts at Home Depot versus them going to, their wholesaler and your electrician at $90 an hour. Meet Kevin made a really good point. You want him working for that $90 an hour, not getting in his car, waiting in traffic, waiting in line to go get parts, then to come back and actually start to work. You could spend upwards of $270 just on him going and getting parts and things like that. And I thought that was a pretty brilliant idea. We have a house where the service panel, the outdoor meter box was taken. Some wires were cut. I haven't been in the attic quite yet, but if we're going to have to replace everything anyways, I'm just going to get a new service panel with breaker box on the outside and just mount it to the outside of the house. And while I was in Home Depot today, I was listening to Robert Kiyosaki's audiobook, Fake, talking about fake money and stuff like that. And he was bringing up, education, and he brings it up throughout the book quite a bit. And I was thinking about some stories that my wife had shared with me about the people that she works with. It seems like, she's a registered nurse. I'm sure you don't know that because nobody watches my videos. But she's a registered nurse, and, she makes pretty good money. She doesn't work in an ER, though she's been doing it for 20 years. She certainly worked nights and weekends and led a difficult life. She does case management now for Medicaid, and hopefully not for too much longer. But, she makes good money, and other nurses who have not been doing it as long, make less. And it's kind of interesting to listen to the stories that she comes back and tells me of her coworkers. When they don't make enough money, their solution is to go back to school and get another degree. And I find this just interesting. And Robert Kiyosaki was talking about this. Does the university teach you anything about making money? This is all part of a larger discussion about, the federal government's biggest asset is the student loan program. It's into the trillions of dollars, probably tens of trillions of dollars of student loan debt that people have, and you can't get rid of it. But, for all this student loan and this money that you spend, and for people, maybe they have a bachelor's degree, or at one point I considered going to get my MBA. Not exactly sure why. I wasn't going to pay for it, or most of it. My employer was going to pay for it, but I was like, maybe it'll make me some money. But, looking back on that attitude now, I find that to be foolish and childish and just basically ignorant. I went to high school. When I went to college, they never taught us how to make money. Really no college teaches you how to make money. Now, don't get me wrong. They superficially can teach you a skill. Like you can go to, I'm a computer science major, got in my 30s. I was already making six figures in computer science before I went to college and got my computer science degree. But, you can go to college and learn SAP, computer science, how to program, which I don't know why anybody would ever want to learn that. Or, be an engineer, architect, something like that. They can teach you a skill that can make you money. But they don't ever really teach you how to make money. They don't ever talk about the monetary system. Even in accounting classes, they really don't teach you how to make money. They teach you about money, or at least about financing, but never really to make money. And, I've gone through, I used to be in that mindset too. But, looking back now that I've actually decided to get a financial education and learn about our monetary system, learn about making money, and that, everything that we're taught is basically a lie. Looking back, I find it comical. I find it, somewhat hilarious, really, that, if you're making $55,000 as a nurse, you're like, well, I need to go, I need to go back and get my master's degree, or I need to go get my PhD. And you just got to look at return on investment. What's a PhD going to cost you? I think it's 2 years. I don't know. It's not something I'm ever going to pursue, except unless I'm bored and just want to, be called doctor. And I may do that because, I'd like to be addressed as doctor. But what's that going to cost you? 40 grand? A cheap end, maybe higher, depending on what it is you do. How much more money are you going to make in your W-2 job? I mean, let's just say you make $7,000 more a year. Well, you're not getting that $7,000 because you're going to have to pay taxes on it. So, maybe it's $5,000. I mean, even if it is $5,500 a year more, I doubt they're going to give you a lot more for what you put into it. And then you have the future value of money, which is less. The present value of money is more. I mean, you're looking at 8 years minimum just to make that money back. Is that? And who knows if you're going to have a job in 8 years? Who knows if you're going to be able to work? Some of these people that my wife talks to are in their 50s. I mean, I think it's 65. Most companies make you stop working. I don't know. There's no. I was about to say there's no possible way at 65 I'm going to be working, but man, it's possible. It is just not probable. I am going to do everything I can before I'm 50 to retire. And I really wanted to retire when I was like 38 or 35, and boy, did I miss that boat. But, what did any teacher from the time I started school till, I got a degree, my bachelor's degree, my 4-year degree. Did anybody ever talk to me about making money? Nobody ever taught me how to make money. They taught me how to kill people. They taught me how to fix stuff. They taught me how to do a bunch of different things. But nobody ever taught me how to make money. And Robert Kiyosaki says that's because they don't know how to make money. And I have to agree. Even my own family, when I talk to them about my business, the advice they give me is advice that my great-grandparents would have given me after, going through the Great Depression. Save your money, go to college, get a good job, work there for 30 years, get a pension. Well, that reality doesn't exist anymore. So my question to you is this, did any of your teachers anywhere along the line teach you how to make money? I'm teaching my kids, at least my son, how to make money. Don't see my daughter that much. But, I don't know. Not in my experience. I don't know. Tell me what you think. Leave your comments and questions in the comment section below. And I wish you success.